Hey guys, John Trousdale coming at you from Indianapolis. We're at the PRI show, and I'm here in the Fass Diesel Fuel Systems. And if you don't recognize these guys, you may have seen them on a little show called Vegas Rat Rods. I'm gonna let you all introduce yourselves.
Well, I'm Steve Darnell from Welder Up, and this is Justin Kramer.
Yep, and pretty much we build hot rod diesels in all of our nasty cars, and the only thing we fuel our cars with is the Fass Fuel System, because there's nothing else that can support it or get all the air out of your fuel like these Fass Fuel Systems do.
Now that's very eloquent. You put it a little more simply earlier. If you're not running fast,
Then you better get off your ass and go get one.
all right, that's the PC version. Okay, so you guys tell me about why you run these systems in your vehicles.
You know, they're just dependable. I mean, a lot of these guys over the road driving big trucks, guys with hot rod trucks, it actually is better for your fuel system, better for your injectors. I mean, you know, and it's immediate fuel pressure. You can regulate them a lot of different ways versus a 12 valve versus like a common rail. There's different fuel pressures. You can almost use sometimes the same pump and regulate it. They're just so easy to use. And if you look at this thing right here, it explains everything about it.
All right, well, Justin, Steve, thanks again for being here in the Fass booth here at PRI. We're going to go check out some of these systems, get some more information, but love your show.
Thank you.
So now we've heard from the boys with Vegas Rat Rods about what these Fass Fuel Systems do in their rigs. I'm standing here with Brad, who is the man behind the brand. Brad, thanks for having us in your booth here at PRI.
Well, I appreciate you coming on in. It's an awesome show and a lot of neat things here.
So Brad, for folks who aren't familiar with Fass, give me a quick breakdown of what you're building here.
What we're building here is not only a really high quality fuel pump, we're getting our pumps going well over 700,000 miles, okay, with a very, very low failure rate, but our main claim to fame is we're taking air and vapor out of fuel. When you take air and vapor out of fuel, horsepower goes up, fuel mileage can go up if you don't abuse the power, okay? So I guarantee zero on fuel mileage. But injector life,
That's easier said than done, right?
yes, most definitely. But injector life goes way up, and by the way that we're taking the air out, we're also polishing the dirt and water out of the fuel. And with our heaters and everything and the strength of our pump, we do wicked extreme cold weather. I've operated straight number 2 fuel down to minus 40 degrees below zero.
Now, aside from cold temperatures, flow is a big thing you're known for, and that's a big area you focus on.
That's a real big area, and here's where we're different than everywhere else. Everyone that I know of in the pump market puts a part number in, like a 1,000 or 165. They never tell you what gallon per hour they're pumping. In all of our part numbers, we put like the 95, the 165, the 220. That's on diesel fuel at that application's pressure. So one of the things that Fass believes in is truth in advertising. So whenever you see advertising of flow numbers or this or that, that's something that we can back up, and our dealers have actually put our feet to the fire, and they've actually flowed some of them. And they said, we're honest. So whenever I tell you something, unless I use the words I believe or I think, you can count on them being fact.
So I was just talking with Steve and Justin from Vegas Rat Rods. They said that longevity is a huge reason they run your systems. So tell me about how the filter size factors into that.
Well, you have less restriction for one. You have more pores. You're causing less amperage draw, but it's mainly in the pump building that we do. We have a Connex box in the back that we run 60 pumps at a time with a 1,000-gallon fuel, 1,100-gallon fuel tank, and just do duration testing. Over duration testing, we beat the hell out of our pumps, see what breaks, and then we make it better.
Now we're standing in front of this very, very interesting looking demo apparatus you got set up. Take us through your system, break down all these different components for us.
What we're showing here is how air passes through a conventional fuel filter, okay? Then what we show how air is increased. You don't want to increase air, but when you're sloshing it and everything, you can see exactly what's going on as the fuel level gets lower, as it gets hotter, more agitation, and we're showing how that air passes through the conventional fuel filter system. Then what we do is we show how the air passes through into our unit, how we separate the air out and send it back to the tank and put virtually pure fuel to the engine. That's where you get your benefits.
Okay, Brad, for folks who want to get some more information about Fass Diesel Fuel Systems, where can they go?
You can go to fassride.com, and that's with 2 S's, no T in there, Fass, F-A-S-S, ride.com. But you know what? We're a little bit different company. We don't like shaking hands and kissing babies, okay? So you can give us a call at 1-866-POWER-HP. Our techs that answer the phone, a lot of them have a wrenching background, just like the ones that we have out in the field training our dealers. I have a Ford Master Tech out there and a CAT technician. Okay, so we're not just a pitch, a ShamWow pitch guy. We actually know what we're talking about, and that's we take pride in what building those relationships. So give us a call.
All right, we'll give you a call, and you can do the shaking hands and kissing babies. But if we can't come by the shop, tell me again where we can go online.
FastRide.com.
FastRide.com. We'll check it out. Well, Brad, thanks for having us out to your booth here at PRI.
Appreciate it.
And stay tuned. There's a lot more coming your way.